Running through the two starting squads on the screen for you now. And we are moments away from kickoff here in the Under-12 Schools Cup for B Team's final. Whitgift in navy, Wright Robinson College in red and black. As Whitgift get us underway. And as we just mentioned off air before we started here, John, if this game matches the quality of the last one, we should be in for an absolute treat.
Third of 5 games today, and this final for the English Schools FA Under-12 Schools Cup final for B teams. I think when you look at the quality of the two teams, Whitgift and Wright Robinson College, two with a good, fine pedigree. I mean, Wright Robinson to beat and get past Cardinal Heenan. I know a school from Liverpool very well, do always fantastically well in national competitions. To get past them to the final, no mean feat. And Whitgift down in Surrey, Croydon, a school with a fantastic pedigree. Steve Kember, the coach, former player. Again, no mean feat for them to get here.
This is Whitgift on the attack currently. Wright Robinson get the ball away down their right-hand side. First chance for them to run here on the attack. Strength from the forward there. And he gets towards the byline. Checks back. There's Kai Forge. And he wins his team a throw.
Yeah, good from Kai Forge. It's been often in these games, the lone striker, the expectation that they've got to put in a real shift for their team.
There's Whitgift get it away, but not very far. It comes straight back, and that'll be the game's first corner, I think.
Yep.
A chance for Wright Robinson to get the ball into the box early on.
Nicky Butt, Manchester United, famous former pupil. For Whitgift, many good players have come through there. Victor Moses, Jason Roy, the England cricketer.
Corner swung in.
Fine sporting pedigrees, both schools.
It's cleared away, and here come Whitgift on the counter. They can get through that challenge, then they might have been in for something positive, but what a tackle that was from young Ben Murphy, hammering into the challenge. That's one you'd have been proud of.
No, that was a great challenge. He just timed it absolutely to perfection, held nothing back.
Whitgift get the ball forward down their left-hand side. Won by Wright Robinson. They get the ball again down the right, just looking to find some space. Wisdom nurser A. Ackerman is quick. He's looking to use that pace down the right. Hasn't had a real chance to open his legs just yet. It's going to be goal kick for Whitgift. Knocked over the top by Kai Forge. The keeper didn't really do too well there. He was a little bit uncertain.
Well, he didn't want to catch it there. He should have just punched it away, cleared the danger. Just wanted to be slightly more assertive. Set the tone. It is a keeper that's going to come and get things.
Another good tackle coming in there from Ben Murphy.
Quickly taken. Adam Swan can't quite get the back heel to keep it in play.
And Whitgift here looking to switch the play, and it's a good looking ball as well, but not quite kept in. It's a shame. It was good awareness in the midfield there. Here's Danny Fitzsimmons with the throw down the line, looking to get Ehi Ackerman on his way.
Yeah, you can see Ehi Ackerman wants to really hug that touchline, get those opportunities, get in behind the fullback.
Yeah, old school winger by the look of things, isn't he? So Fitzsimmons with a huge run up for this throw-in. Let's see how far he can get it. That's towards the edge of the penalty area. Nodded half clear. And Wright Robinson might get the chance to put it back in the box here with Luka Kochko. He loses out. Whitgift looking to counter, but Kochko is in again. Very scrappy period of play, but Whitgift get the ball back. Can't quite find the route through to goal. It's a lovely ball forward with the outside the boot. And this young man, shape. Farah Malkin. Long flowing hair. Reminiscent of many Italian centre-backs as opposed to young English youngsters. Whitgift with the free kick. Cut out by Fitzsimmons. And we'll get themselves a throw on this near side. The referee, by the way, for this one is Mark Warren. And we've got Morgan Harrop and Honor Cantrell as our assistant referees. And that one goes out for a goal kick.
Yeah, a bit of early sparring, first 5 minutes of the game. Just sussing each other out.
I think we were spoilt with our last final. We were expecting this game to be 100 miles an hour from the off. Very, very rarely ever the case, as we see some of our supporters gathered in the stands here at Pride Park. These two teams well supported as they all have been so far, as Ehi Ackerman looking to get breakthrough. It took a really good bit of goalkeeping to stop him in the end. And now Whitgift on the counter. It's a good looking run by Louis Baverstock, but he couldn't quite be picked out. And Wright Robinson looking to get on the way on the left hand side, but Seth McDowell comfortable in collection that time.
Yeah, I like his position. He likes to be out from the box, out from the goal line, parading around, making sure he can sweep up anything that comes just into the area behind the back four.
Quite fortunate. Ehi Ackerman linking up nicely again. Quite fortunate. Neon yellow boots. I suppose you have to wear if you're going to pull off attempted back heel volleys like that. Fitzsimmons with the throw. Again, looks long into the area, headed away. Fitzsimmons then with
just got caught, didn't he?
Real clash of heads, and he stayed down.
On there. He's all right.
Yeah, the ears will still be ringing from that challenge, but really committed challenge from these two. It's good to see from the youngsters.
See, couldn't you? The heads clash together, and instantly you wonder whether it's going to be a nasty clash of heads or not. I'm optimistic he's okay.
Yeah, coach and physios monitoring that really, really closely. And he's there.
I mean, if he's going to take the long throw in, then they've got to get players in the right position for the flick on, because that's twice that he's got there to launch it into the edge of the box. But Whitgift have been able to have a free header.
Again, we started with an old-fashioned drop ball. This is Baverstock on his way down the left-hand side. He's stopped by Wright Robinson. Two teams just feeling each other out in the early stages of this under-12s B teams final. Baverstock wanted to get on the end of that. That's cool defending by Caden Moncrief. Read by Farah Malkin. Couldn't quite get on the end of it. Whitgift looking to turn, so good first touch, and the ball was there as well. He's displayed a great bit of vision, not quite the execution required, unfortunately.
No, Ethan Fitzgerald there just trying to get on the ball and look to exploit those little spaces and gaps in between the back line of Wright Robinson College. There are little pockets of space on the pitch, we've seen that, certainly in these wide areas.
Clever little ball poked through. He went for the volley first time. Oh, tried his luck there, did Adam Swan. Fancy it.
Yeah, it's worth an effort.
Reminder, if you're just joining us, 9 aside in these smaller games for the younger age groups. Smaller pitch, smaller numbers. Some very, very high quality so far being displayed. Kai Forge looks to get it over the top towards Kocho. Mickey Ackerman in there. He'll fall for Whitgift, but Kocho in there quickly. Turns well. Whitgift battling really hard to win it back, and that's going to be a foul. Sonny Hill with the trip, and a free kick for Wright Robinson. Ben Murphy stood over the ball.
Yep. 5 up in the box. It's all about the delivery now. Miss out the first man. It's a good effort, good ball. Missed the first man near post. Corner conceded again.
Really good bit of defending in there from Ben Smith, the number 4 who headed it away. It'll be a corner. A lovely shape on the ball.
Yeah, it was. It was over that first man into the near post.
Corner to be taken by Kocho. Swung in, dropped by the goalkeeper and recovered it at the second attempt. Heart in the mouth time for Seth McDowell.
Well, he reacted well, didn't he, to the little mishandle.
As you mentioned earlier, he's not afraid of being outside of his comfort zone. As breaking through here is Adam Swan, and a good bit of pace there from Caden Moncrief to get back. He's using those long legs. That's the advantage of height at this level. You just see that moment, horrible moment it nearly was for Seth McDowell. Recovered very, very quickly and had the wherewithal as well to not run the ball into the net.
Yeah.
Throw taken for Whitgift. And referee signals a push in the back. Free kick goes the way of Wright Robinson.
Yeah, it was lovely covering from Moncrief to get across, avert that danger.
And he's there again, Moncrief. Something of a cartwheel in reaction. Not sure if that was entirely necessary from Moncrief, but let's see if it looked cool at least. There we go. The ball goes all the way through, and Seth McDowell claims that pretty comfortably.
Yeah, to watch that one. 3 players. Oh, he's outside the box, well outside the box when he's kicked that.
That's well defended by Farah Malkin. Oh, this is the one that Moncrief wanted.
There he goes, down. No, he's not. He's going to stay up somehow. No, he's not.
That's a 5.5 for me on the scale. Ben Murphy, as ever, typically committed in the challenge. Baby stop. Fitzgerald working it through in the midfield there. That's cut out well by Robinson Wright, but Whitgift threatened to win it back, and eventually they do. And over by Farah Malkin. Nearly a clash of heads between 2 Whitgift players. Eventually they get calm possession on the ball. It's going to break through here. Real opportunity. Can he get the shot in? It's dinked over the goalkeeper, but just wide from Adam Swan. Referees signalled a goal kick. Fairly sure this was deflected on first viewing. Adam Swan was clean away. Moncrief did really well to get back at him and put him under a lot of pressure. It's definitely deflected, as I thought. It's a really good bit of defending.
Yeah, because he missed the first one, didn't he? The first clearance when it came through. Allowed Adam Swan to get in, but he recovered well. That's what every defender does well, is first thought, first instinct is to get back as quickly as you can, even if you've made the mistake. And he did that very, very well.
Seth McDowell has certainly been the busier of the 2 keepers so far in this game with the kick. Good play from Kai Forge. Looking Wright Robinson looking to apply the pressure. So lovely looking ball down the right. Jonah Wall looking to get on the end of it. Does. Blocked by Farah Malkin.
But the danger is not clear as we head to the centre where it comes from Wright.
Here, a Whitgift on the ball in the midfield again. Angled towards the far side. What ball that is if Jonah Wall can keep that in, he can't. But again, a lovely bit of vision from Ethan Fitzgerald. Execution just been lacking a couple of times, but he's spotting the balls, which is half the battle.
Yeah, exactly what I was thinking.
Well cut out there by Josh Huxtable in the right back position for Whitgift. Kocher with the flick on, gets a little bit of luck. Then that's all skill. Can he pick out Forge in the middle? Goes instead for Kai Blair. Couldn't quite get a touch he was wanting. It was a wonderful play by Kocher. Here's Blair again.
Yeah, it's a good little spell, isn't it, for them? Kocher. Good work down the left-hand side. They'll want to try and exploit that if they can, keep feeding the ball out to him.
Fitzsimmons with the throw. Again, looks to go long. That's Ahi Ackerman winning the flick on, Forge through, and McDowell called into action again, clears well. Farah Malkin first the loose ball, but again, that starting position from McDowell really advanced, and it certainly has proved useful.
Very useful, and very much the sort of modern way of goalkeeping, isn't it? It allows your defenders to sort of step up that extra 2-3 yards. Gives them the confidence that you're there, sweeping up behind.
Great burst in the midfield from Fitzgerald. Huxtable, sorry, Baverstock on the far side, looking to get on the end of it. And Moncrief with a good bit of strength forces it out for a goal kick.
Yep. Good work from Ethan Fitzgerald again. He's got good touch, good awareness. He'll find the pace of the game, I'm sure, on the pitch. Do you know what? I think it might have stopped raining.
The first time this morning, or into this afternoon we are now. The rain was finally abated at Pride Park. Ahi Ackerman, who brings under control, steps by one challenge. It's a good recovery actually in there by Alex Whitehurst, who was almost beaten but recovered very well.
Good defensive work, wasn't it? Stayed strong, kept his body robust in the challenge.
Fitzgerald onto Wall, bursts clear of Moncrief. He'll get back at him and then brings him down. Oh, it's a foul.
That's all right. I mean, you do give away the free kick in those areas, but in so many senses, sort of, he had to. He's coming back. He's never favourite. Leans unfairly in. Referee gets it spot on.
Maybe taken short. Fitzgerald might get this back. Goes instead towards the middle of the area, runs into traffic. Chance rather wasted. The Whitgift. Lovely touch. Whitehurst is a good ball as well, and Adam Swan, if he'd have had a little bit more awareness, could have been in there. Attempted an audacious flick. Really need to. Moncrief heads away.
Yeah, just sometimes you've got to ensure you get that good first touch. Focus on that first touch. There he is, Adam Swan, always looking to be on the shoulders of the defenders, isn't he, of Wright Robinson in that centre-forward position for Whitgift.
One in the air by Blair. First to it, though, the loose ball are Whitgift. Farah Malkin. Ahi Ackerman looking to find space. He's got away from one. And another. goes towards the left. He's slightly overshot that, but really well kept alive. Beautifully controlled by Kocho as well. He's danced between two and wins his team a free kick. From a slightly precarious position, they've worked a free kick with a couple of wonderful bits of skill.
Yeah, it was. Josh Huxtable, Sonny Hill just coming in and conceding a foul in a dangerous area again.
Danny Fitzsimmons on the free kick this time, headed away by that first man.
Yeah, got to miss the first man. Always frustrating for a coach or players who've made the run up from the back.
Spoken like a true defender.
Yeah. The amount of times sprinted up and then had to sprint back as the breakaway happens. Very frustrating.
And that'll go out for a goal kick off the corner flag, I think, in the end. For Whitgift. We've played 20 minutes. We have 10 more minutes of this first half remaining between Wright Robinson and Whitgift. And not a huge amount of goalmouth action so far in this game. A couple of hairy moments for either defence, but real clear-cut chances as yet. That's good play from Ehi Ackerman. Trying to burst through, couldn't quite manage it. This is Kocho, a bit of space to run into on this left-hand side. Muscled out of it. And now Farah Malkin caught, but Adam Swan is offside.
Yeah, well, I told you he was living on the shoulder of the defenders, and that's where he's just got to be careful. But he's not too far advanced.
Let's have a look. Yeah, he's
just off, yeah.
Yeah, it's good officiating. And a good chance here for Baverstock to stretch his legs down the left-hand side. Moncrief for company. And I'll tell you what, Moncrief's pace really does get him out of trouble a lot of the time, doesn't it?
Well, it does, and what I like is that he showed him down the line. He actually made him think that he would have a chance to get past him and down to the byline and then be able to pull the ball back. So, you know, that's a confident player, assured of one, his pace, but also his ability to see how the play is going to develop.
Kocho looking to break through. Farah Malkin receives the clearance. He's pretty good at getting to the first ball. It's Farah Malkin. This is Fitzsimmons. Couldn't quite pick out Blair. And the ball bursts clear.
Yeah, you just feel that, you know, maybe Ethan Fitzgerald, Sonny Hill, 5 and 6 there for Whitgift in the central midfield area. Just able to force themselves into the ascendancy, if you like, in that midfield key battle area. A bit more fluid, I suppose. Wright Robinson, the way that they're playing. Trying to push players forward and get forward and support very quickly and get back.
Farah Malkin there again. The first line of defence, he's been very solid. I say that as he misses his kick, but Wright Robinson again stop the attack.
Back to Whitgift. Wright Robinson.
Kai Forge with his foot on the ball, chance to spread the play. He's not had a huge amount of ball to feet.
Yeah, you can just see with Wright Robinson, when they get the ball, they get forward. You know, certainly 4 of them can break forward and support the striker. I just feel that with Whitgift, Adam Swan slightly too isolated almost. It's too classic from midfield that they haven't got the width that really pushes on, or the 2 midfield players that are going to run on. So they've got to keep in close proximity to each other and play it a little bit tighter, find the little pockets of space. Whereas Wright Robinson, more of an ability to find the channels, quick give and goes, pace to play off shoulders.
Yeah, it's interesting with 9 aside, the tactics behind it. Whitgift definitely playing a 3-4-1. wanting the wide players to push on, but they're not doing it as well as they might as the ball gets swung in. Moncrief with the header away. Wright Robinson didn't need to hack it away in the end. The flag was up from the fourth official, Morgan Harrop, on the on the sideline.
Good. Yep. Good header from Moncrief here. Clears the danger. 2-3 bodies around him. Crucial that he got on the end of that.
Kocho escaping the attentions. Oh, that's wonderful footwork. Now Yakman going away from Whitehurst, and now Wall. Again, Farah Malkin there. So looking to get on the end of it. So he's got a lovely turn of pace and a fleet of foot. Assistant referee signals for a throw-in. Taken by Ben Murphy. Header won twice by Whitgift in the middle and nodded down by Swan cleverly. And a run's been made by Baberstock. He's onside. He couldn't quite bring it into his stride. In a tight first half, moments like that are actually the best we've had.
There was a little toe poke through, wasn't it? That was a good touch. Defensive clearance. Can't quite keep it in. Jonah Wall.
Huxtable with the throw, flicked on by Wall. Swan chasing it. Farah Malkin will get there first, knocks it out of play. Huxtable lines up a long one. Hand away by Farah Malkin. And the shot goes well wide in the end. One of the few efforts I've actually had on goal. It's been a defensively sound first half. Both sides struggled a little bit to create much in the way of opportunities.
Oh, that's a little bit scrappy. A little bit frustrating for the coaches that nobody's really got a bit of a pattern of play really going, an ability to get the ball down and really work those final third areas. And that's what you need, the quality in the final third. You've got to...
Fitzsimmons takes it. Helped on by Kocho. Cleared by Whitgift. Simmons again, strong. Helps it onto Yakman. One though by Baberstock. Yakman though is strong. Does really well actually to keep hold of that. Finds a pass. Murphy. Forward towards Kai Forge, cut out by Huxtable.
He's in again well, isn't he, Ethan? Ben Murphy. He's done very well. He sort of drops back in with his back line, and then when he needs to push on, he really gets out there fast, doesn't he? Closes down the space.
Yeah, it has been a game where the defences have been on top, that's for sure. Well offside in the end.
Just a handball.
A handball on the edge of the box there.
No need, was there? Maybe Josh Huxtable could have got a call then.
Yeah, Kocho lines up the free kick, and this is a really nice position for a free kick, not too far out. Kocho, who has shown he's already got a penchant for a nice bit of technique. And he'll be looking to provide some here. Luca Kocho. Curls one. Oh, for crossbar, what an effort. Best bit of attacking quality we've seen in this game by a long distance. It was a stunning effort from Luca Kocho.
Well, it should never have been conceded in the first place, but watch how he wraps his foot around this. hits it with some good pace. It's all about that far corner he's trying to hit. Keeper, small, diminutive figure, agile and parading his box well, but vulnerable to those sort of free kicks. Woodwork comes to their rescue.
Yeah, Seth McDowell waved that one goodbye as Baverstock was again on his way. He rises a challenge of Fitzsimmons. Good feet from Baverstock. Fitzgerald steps by Moncrief, takes the shot on, and that's held at the second attempt by Callum Light.
Well, you feel that's the sort of area they're going to get maybe the most joy from, Whitgift, when they have those areas from midfield.
Yeah, Ackerman takes a shot on first time, drills it low and hard. That's comfortably saved by Seth McDowell. Just opened up there, and as we approach the 30-minute mark, the referee's assistant on the near side signals for 1 minute of added time. And it's a shame, actually, because the game's just starting to open up.
Well, that would have been slightly embarrassing for Danny Fitzsimmons. Then he went to retrieve the ball and gave the ball back, and then they exploited the space that he'd been off the pitch for.
Yeah, we just saw a replay there of that shot from Fitzgerald. Callum Light nearly letting that one squeeze under his body.
Yeah, I just feel that they could get some joy from those spaces in midfield if they can exploit it, but as it is, stays at 0-0. Nobody looking to break the deadlock other than the real great chance that fell for Kocho on that free kick.
A game which the defences have been on top. Half an hour gone, we reach half-time between Wright Robinson College and Whitgift School. A hit to the crossbar from Luca Kocho of Wright Robinson, the closest we've come. At half-time, it's 0-0. You take a look back at a couple of the highlights. This was as close as Whitgift got. A decent chance here for Adam Swan. Good recovery from Caden Moncrief. That actually was signalled for a goal kick in the end. Well, did his defending a disservice. This was the nearly moment of the half. Wonderful free kick from Kocho. Just a fraction too high.
Yeah, it was. McDowell in goal. Looks to have it covered, but he can't. He's never going to reach the top of there. Thought it might just duck in, dip down. A couple more chances, but no real great clear-cut chance apart from that free kick for me. As you said, Moncrief doing well defensively in those areas. I think there's some joy to be had from Ethan Fitzgerald and maybe Sonny Hill from Whitgift's central midfield area. Doesn't really get enough power behind that strike.
Nearly squeezed through there. Very nearly squeezed through. That will do us for the first half here in this Under-12 Schools Cup for B Team's final. We'll be back with you for the second half. Wright Robinson 0, Whitgift 0. Welcome back to Pride Park, where the second half of this Under-12s Schools Cup for B Team's final is underway. Wright Robinson College in red and black, Whitgift School in blue. 0-0 after a fairly uneventful first half. It was certainly a first period where the defensive aspects were certainly impressive. Both sides struggled a little bit to create the chances as an early shot comes in, spilled by the goalkeeper, and there's an opportunity just to say it must be a goal! And given, and Whitgift lead, it's Ben Smith with the goal. And just as we were saying, we could have done with a bit of an excitement in the first half. The second produces a goal almost instantaneously.
Well, you think it's going to be innocuous, followed up, it's missed by Baverstock. Ball comes in, keeper's nowhere to be seen, and on hand, there he is. He can't miss, can he? What a start to the second half. What a start for Ben Smith.
Well, that'll
ball
open
in.
things up.
They're at 6s and 7s, aren't they? All over the place. Wright Robinson.
Wright Robinson looking to get straight back on the attack. This is Ackerman. It's a loose ball, and here comes Baverstock. Down the right-hand side, good challenge from Murphy. Well, what a start to the second half from Whitgift. Ben Smith, the number 4 defender, centre-back with the goal.
There was a handling error at the back again. We've seen it this morning on several occasions. Has been tricky conditions. You would have felt that maybe Callum Light would have done better with the initial stop. Then he almost thought the danger had averted when I think it was Lewis Baverstock came in. You'll see him on the right of the picture. Baverstock comes in, fumbles. He actually misses his opportunity, and I thought, well, that's going to clear the danger. Keeper's already committed himself, gone down, almost going to slip, isn't he? Ball comes in, defenders turn their backs.
Well, a big shout out there to the work from Adam Swall. He's adjusted so quickly, having nearly fallen over.
Yeah.
Reacts really, really well. Corner to Whitgift. Drill in low towards the near post. Kocho is there first, and a great challenge from Fitzgerald. And a Wright Robinson throw in. Just going to take a look here. Now, John, is this one offside?
No. No, he's level.
He's level with the goalkeeper,
And the defender, I think, back there. You know, there's some debate, but I think referee, assistant down on this near side got that right.
And she certainly did. Good decision from the assistant referee. Kocho couldn't quite keep that one in. Throw in to Whitgift.
Well, is this going to be difficult for Wright Robinson to find themselves back in this and get themselves back in this game? Chances few and far between the first period of football. They've got the best part of half an hour to get back in the game, but it's certainly the start that they just did not want.
Well, it throws everything they've just been told for the last 15 minutes by the manager straight out the window.
Yeah.
Moncrief clears. Ehi Ackerman working hard to win it back. Ball again a touch loose. Kocho wins it. Murphy gets it up the line. Murphy got a little bit of luck there against Baverstock. Whitgift knock it forward. Adam Swan looking to get on the end of it. Did cut an isolated figure in the first half. He has made a very important contribution at the start of the second. Kocho. Good feet from Kocho. Dives into the challenge. Referee gives a free kick against Sonny Hill in that midfield there. Tugging back on Luka Kocho.
Didn't see much, but referee close to the action down there on the pitch.
Fitzsimmons to take this kick. Plenty forward for Wright Robinson College. Goes, oh, it nearly went all the way through to Kai Forge, who's had precious little service so far in this game, and that was a decent opportunity for him.
Yeah, just slips at the last minute. Ends up a good bad one. Could have had a ricochet.
Whitgift looking to burst through the Wright Robinson defence. Couldn't manage it. Through Jonah Wall. And Light launches clear. Comes straight back at him, but not enough pace on it to really trouble the Wright Robinson keeper. Launched long. Ehi Ackerman gets on the end of it. Got Kai Forge up with him. Good feet. Keeps hold of the ball. Can't quite find a way past Alex Whitehurst, and that's just great defending, isn't it, John? All the way.
Well, it was, because he's a tricky little customer, Ackerman. But Alex Whitehurst stuck at it. He watched the ball, not the player, and that was crucial there.
Fitzsimmons goes long. Might fall for Blair, does fall for Ehi Ackerman. Flag up for offside. What needs to change for Wright Robinson in the second half of the hour to get themselves back into it? Didn't really create a goal-scoring opportunity in the first half, aside from that free kick which hit the bar, of course.
No, I think they've got to, it's a numbers game. I think they've got to release maybe one defender, push them into midfield, and allow the two wide players to push on a bit. Just take the whole emphasis of the game 5 metres further forward.
Ball over the top is a good one, and Baverstock grin on the end of it. You had Adam Swan screaming for it in the middle. He's blazed it over the bar. It's difficult to tell whether that was a shot or a cross at first instance. It was horribly wrong, whatever it was. Just screwed off the outside of his foot. But a really good chance in there for Adam Swan if he could have connected with the cross.
Yeah, I just think if you've got Moncrief in there who can cover a lot of ground, it's quick, rangy, and I'd want to give him a little bit more responsibility, I think, at the back.
Knocked over the top by Fitzsimmons. Kai Forge again forced to press.
See what Whitgift are doing as well is they're playing sort of 3-2-3, and that's forcing Wright Robinson back on the back foot because the defenders are preoccupied by those attackers.
Chance here there for Ehi Ackerman. He had options to his left. Kocho was screaming for it. Took on the shot instead, which ended up nowhere. Now Whitgift can look to get the ball under with Whitehurst. And out of play it goes.
Wright Robinson with the throw. Got it, more free throws. He's beaten the foul throw.
Free kick.
Unfortunately, straight back to him.
Ehi Ackerman wins the throw. Wants to get it away quickly. Not allowed to do it.
Throw in.
And you can see there, John, the 4 defenders across the back for Wright Robinson, 3 in the middle and just the 1 up top.
Yep, and that's, for me, is not working. I would shift it to 3 at the back, certainly. Maybe get 2 up front. I think Kai Forge has found it struggle on his own. I think he needs the support. You don't need the 4 at the back, because the last questions of Whitgift, they're playing the 3 up front. You can see them, the 3 pushed on, really occupying the back line. It gives them some space in midfield.
You can see there as the pass wasn't quite completed, but they've got more options going forward.
Yeah.
4 on 4 as it stands. If they can keep it in with Jonah Wall, couldn't quite.
Well, Jonah Wall on the left-hand side, you know, does a good job. Baverstock, number 8, over on the far side, really supporting Adam Swan, and the 3 of them are able to stay up the pitch and not drop in so much, because the fullbacks just aren't pushing on from Wright Robinson.
Fitzsimmons with a throw down the line, head straight back to him. Going over the top, Kocher will try and get on the end of this. And again, that starting position, we mentioned it in the first half, good from Seth McDowell, sharp and alert. Farah Malkin had to win that header. Fitzgerald straight to the second ball. Farah Malkin, a very composed defender. Frequently first to the ball. Suspiciously like a handball. Huxtable referee waves play on, and Whitgift looking to profit from that, making up some real ground on this near side is Baverstock. Chance to get a cross in. Drilled in towards the middle, back heel from Swan. Oh, what a good save that was. Still alive for Whitgift, and Fitzsimmons charges it away. What a goal that would have been from Adam Swan.
Yeah.
Terrific bit of technique.
Yeah, lovely back heel. Adam Swan. Keeper does well in the end, doesn't he? Lucky that he didn't ricochet back off Sonny Hill.
Driven into the area, but Kocho's there to deal with it.
But again, it's the system that works really, really well for Whitgift there. The 3 wide players, Baverstock, as I said, giving them that width. And it allows the players to break forward.
Yeah, the only team who's had an overload in the box at any point.
Yeah.
Robinson College coach Alex Simonou with plenty to ponder. Plenty of time, though, to action any changes. Still got 19 minutes to play here, plus stoppage time as Kocho piles into a challenge. Huxtable's throw down the line. Won by Kocho. Zehi Ackerman can't quite get it through the lines. Kai Forge again, isolated. Moncrief piles into a challenge. And it might just break here on the far side, and it does. And here comes Baverstock. Options in the middle. Does he need them? Goes alone. It's saved well by Callum Light. But just an example of what we were talking about, John. The man free on the wing. Almost created the second goal.
Yeah, I think he's absolutely right to go on the outside and then take the shot on into the box. Could have possibly squared it, but don't blame him for that at all. Being critical, he would have said he should have hit across the goalkeeper to the far post, not the near post.
Kocho with a chance to break as well to hold on to it. Fitzgerald showed great pace there. Not really had a chance to see the speed of Ethan Fitzgerald in his central midfield role. He's been limited to.
There he is, got back very well, didn't he?
Very short distances, but that was great speed to get back at Kocho. Flick round the corner towards Baverstock, a little bit undercooked. And goes straight through to Callum Light. Throw in to Wright Robinson, taken by Shea Farah-Malkin. Down the line it goes, flicked on by Kocho. Again, tidy defending, that from the goal scorer, Ben Smith. His goal a minute into the second half, splits the two teams. There's the striker, Adam Swan, knocks it down the line.
Well, they've just switched place, haven't they?
Flags
Adam
up.
Swan's come out to the left-hand side and Jonah Wall has gone into the middle. Jonah Wall just drifting offside, but they've just swapped places a couple of minutes ago. Shake things up.
Fitzsimmons long with the kick. Deflected, and Blair tries to help it forward. Whitehurst was strong under copious amounts of pressure from Kocho and Ehi Ackerman. Give clear.
Yeah, it's well, there's going to be a change for Wright Robinson, but it has got possibly just a little bit ragged from their perspective. They've got to get their shape. Oh, I'll tell you what.
Oh, nearly a goal out of nothing. Well handled by Seth McDowell. Did look vulnerable to the high shot in the first half through Kocho's free kick.
Was that Ben Murphy suddenly out of nowhere?
He's almost caught out. There's Kai Blair.
Yeah.
With the shot on the turn, left-footed, hooked. Nearly hooked over the goalkeeper. At full stretch he was as well. It's a good save.
Oh, it would have been spectacular.
Shea Farah milking away. Great burst this by Ehi Ackerman.
Yeah, well back again. I mean, they have made it comfortable for the back three of Whitgift. That midfield sort of trio work so hard when they lose possession to get back, don't they?
Yeah, they certainly do. We're going to have a change. This is Druin Gaunt, who's come on to replace Wisdom Nusa Ehi Ackerman. And a change for Whitgift as well, as Jonah Wall makes way to be replaced by Oscar Murphy. So change of piece.
Yeah, he's a very exciting player, Ackerman. He just needs to know when the right time to dribble and run and the right time to pass and all that's to come. Lovely run this is.
And Baverstock has options. Is he onside? Flag up. Straight into the action was Oscar Murphy, the substitute. It's a wonderful run by Louis Baverstock. And a decent chance it was as well to pick out the pass.
It's the classic unforgivable mistake. You're the far man. Look, there, he knows he hasn't got it under control. Doesn't need to go, needs to hold his run. It's just too early, isn't it?
Yeah, way offside at the end. So Wright Robinson have themselves a free kick. It's a fair way out. I've seen a goal from this position today, earlier on in our first final. Cracker in the final moments. And Fitzsimmons certainly fancies it, and it's comfortably saved by Seth McDowell.
Well, I like Seth McDowell in goal. He always looks like he's enjoying his goalkeeping, doesn't he? He looks like he's enjoying his game out there. He wants to be involved in the action.
Yeah, he
See
looks...
how he patrols the box, the way he's alert and always on it. His handling, he's confident. Such a sort of diminutive little figure.
But he certainly looks assured, that's for sure. Did have one blip, he nearly spilled a shot into his goal, but even then he was confident in his recovery. Couldn't do a huge amount in the end about the goal after he parried the shot. Half a chance here for Wright Robinson. It's Kai Ford stood over the free kick. I think he fancies a shot here. He does, blocked. I think that was a prime example of him wanting to do something, just wanting to be involved. He's been so isolated, Kai Ford.
Frustrating afternoon so far.
Kocho couldn't quite beat Huxtable, it's good defending. Baverstock helps it clear, and this is Fitzgerald, can't quite get on the end of his own touch. He's annoyed at himself for that. Shea Farah-Hamalkin. Kocho brings it down instantly. Ball full here for Murphy. Thought about the shot, takes it on, and the referee gives a goal kick. Thought it might have got a slight deflection from Ben Murphy, but the referee and his assistant...
No, I thought exactly the same. Just the flight of the ball, wasn't it? You just felt like it just must have got a nick.
So once again, that is Instagram.
It certainly did, as Fitzgerald feeds it through on the left-hand side, and Oscar Murphy couldn't quite get on the end of it. But as you mentioned, frequently in the second half, the substitute has come on for Wright Robinson, and they have introduced a tactical change. They're now 3 at the back.
Yep. That's what they had to do. It wasn't working with 4. They didn't need the 4 at the back. Or if they did stick with it, it just allowed Whitgift to push the 3 up front. And with Whitgift in the ascendancy, you know, they're not going to keep on pushing 3 up front unless they need to.
Caden Moncrief caught in possession in a place he doesn't want to be. He's out on this near side. Baverstock, flag stays down. Beats his man. Tries to get the cross in. Crunching tackle from Moncrief. And Callum, like the goalkeeper, emerges with the ball.
Sort of a slip and a tackle and all sorts rolled into one, wasn't it?
Game is starting to stretch a little bit. Lovely feet from Fitzgerald. That's quality play. He's got options right and left. Looks to feed it out to the right. Holding his run really well is Baverstock. 2 in the middle to pick out. Pulls it back. It's a really important intervention by Caden Moncrief. That's quality defending, no doubt about it.
Well, it was trying to find Sonny Hill in the middle of the box. He wasn't going to get it to the far post for the substitute, but he might have been able to pick out.
Huxtable with the free kick, launches it forward, only to find a Wright Robinson player.
Farah-Hamalkin away. Nice turn from the substitute. This is Gaunt driving forward, couldn't pick out Forge. And now Whitgift can look to counter, and here comes their substitute, Oscar Murphy. A little bit of space. If he can switch the ball, it's a real opportunity, but they couldn't. Baverstock has stuck out wide right, and no one is marking him for Wright Robinson. He's a constant outlook. Here he is. Kocho battling back to win it. Farah-Hamalkin just gets it clear.
Well, it is getting ragged for Wright Robinson. They've got to get their shape and understand the positions. You can't be a centre-half if you've got 3 at the back. You've got to be a wider centre-half out, playing almost left back or right back.
Baverstock with a cross. Just over the head of Oscar Murphy.
Desperately trying to find the head of Oscar Murphy, who just couldn't quite reach it.
A little unlucky. Lovely ball in from Baverstock, this. Perfectly flighted. Oscar Murphy just couldn't quite grow enough. A couple of changes apiece here. We've got John Ololu, or Olale I should say, coming on for Wright Robinson College. He's the number 10 and he's replacing Kocho. So John Olale makes his bow.
And he is replacing Luca
The substitute coming up also for Whitgift. And it's the man up front who's coming off, Adam Swan, who set up the goal. Being replaced by Jack Benjamin. Fitzsimmons with the throw. Blair miscontrols and hammers into a tackle. We played 52 minutes. We're into the final 10. Whitgift are on the attack. Baberstock again is the outlet on the right. Can he keep it alive? Not quite. So 7.5 minutes left of normal time for Wright Robinson College to get themselves an equaliser and force a penalty shootout. Whitgift have done a very professional job in the second half. It was very tight, very even in the first, but without doubt the better team in the second period.
Yeah, it's as if they've been given the confidence of the goal, that they are in the ascendancy and they're bossing the game, really. And I think that's as much about the confidence they've got as a team and the way that they're able to be positive. But they are maintaining that positivity with committing bodies forward rather than just sort of sitting back and sitting on the 1-0, because I think that would play into Wright Robinson's hands. So I think it's the right tactic from Whitgift's point of view.
It's Jack Benjamin there with the volley over the bar. Difficult, very difficult chance for him. Wright Robinson are running out of time. Danny Fitzsimmons with the goal kick. Launched long down the right. Murphy gets there first, but Gaunt is looking to get on the end of it for Wright Robinson. He'll fall on the edge of the box, shot comes in, it was deflected, it will be a corner, spotted this time by the referee.
Yeah, they kept in Kai Blair with the shot. Good strike.
And another change for Wright Robinson. Kocho is straight back onto the field, replacing Danny Fitzsimmons.
Well, again, looks like they're foregoing another defender, the right back.
And the referee's brought a stop to proceedings here. There's a player down with a head injury in the area. It's certainly an interesting change for Kocho coming back on. He has looked the most likely player for Wright Robinson to conjure something.
Yeah.
The crowd anxiously looks on.
Nothing to lose as we head into the end of this second half.
Whitgift are getting there.
Good to see Whitgift there, back on his feet.
Wright Robinson running out of time. Ben Smith with the intervention, but here comes Kocho. Whitehurst, who's been excellent, with another good tackle and clearance. Finds his man as well. Huxtable finds Baberstock. 1-2 didn't quite work from Fitzgerald. And again, just relieves that little bit of pressure, doesn't it? Keeps the ball. This is Shea Faraham-Malkin with the throw. Baberstock was there. This is Olole. To it by Baberstock. That is definitely a foul throw. Taken quickly by Huxtable, and Baberstock can get on his bike again down this right-hand side. Cross deflected, it'll fall into the path of the striker who just hits the side netting. Jack Benjamin with the opportunity.
Well, he's just come into the field of play recently. Baberstock with the ball, little ricochet. And this is not an easy skill to try and wrap your foot round and whip it into that near post. Very, very fine effort from the substitute, Jack Benjamin.
Kochu manages by hook or by crook to find Ololai, but he can't get down the left-hand side past Baberstock. Huxtable keen to get on with it. Baberstock again running at Shea Faraham-Malkin. think he wanted a free kick. Referee wasn't having any of it. And it will be a Whitgift throw. 3 minutes now remaining, pretty much. Farah Malkin clears away. 3 minutes to go then. And it's Ben Smith's goal right at the start of the second half, which separates the two teams. Wright Robinson College doing everything they can to get back into it, but they are fast running out of time. Huxtable takes into the middle, and it might just fall here. Oh, a good save in there. Callum Light. I think the flag might have gone up there. Very close again for Whitgift.
Little handball there, was there?
I think that has been given in the end.
Yeah, and there you go. I think the keeper had sort of stopped almost, and then it ricocheted off him.
Two minutes away from the title for Whitgift. It's they who have the ball. And they've looked so assured in this second half, it's never really looked in doubt. Wright Robinson haven't pushed on. Cleared away by Murphy. And it might go all the way through here. Doesn't quite. It's a really good bit of defending by Alex Whitehurst. He's been so consistent.
Yeah, he has. Very good.
Whitehurst, I beg your pardon, mistake corrected, but...
Kocho trying everything he can.
Once again, good defensive play from Whitehurst. In with the throw-in.
So with a minute to go,
Whitehurst.
it looks like Whitgift are going to just about have enough to see this one through. And John, who's been your man of the match? I'll just wait for that in a second here. As Wright Robinson looking to break on through. That's Caden Moncrief, and there he is again. The goalkeeper, Seth McDowell, that starting position proving so useful. But yeah, John, who is your man of the match?
Oh, you always forget about the goalkeepers, don't you? Seth has played well in goal. I think he's patrolled his box very, very well, which obviously means that it's not him. But there's been some really good performances from Whitgift, and Wright Robinson, I think, you know, to be honest, have lost their way a little bit, which is, you know, sad for them in a final.
Kocho takes a shot, Seth McDowell comfortable.
As we're talking about it, Seth McDowell involved again. But my man of the match is the number 5, Ethan Fitzgerald. I think from Whitgift's point of view and perspective, he's really been the centre of everything good. He's there again. He's just been able to sort of work hard defensively and attacking wise. He's had a lot of ground to cover in the midfield area. He's used the ball, you know, pretty intelligently. He's had the vision and awareness. Hasn't always come off for him, but I do think he's been the player out there that I've been most impressed with. Has got a real eye for the game and in football intelligence that I like to see.
There he is again. Couldn't quite pluck that one out of the sky. It's a good-looking ball by Ollerlight. It's cleared away by Whitehurst. Lovely ball through, and here could be an opportunity. There's a man over on the far side. Baverstock stays on side. 2 to pick out in the middle. 3v2. He rolls his foot over one. Can't quite find the finish. It would have been a wonderful way to close things out. Fitzgerald stopped by Ollerlight, and now they can break, and now all of a sudden they have men over. Can he get it through? He can. This is Gaunt. Can he roll this man? He has the chance. Shot blocked. Was that the moment for Wright Robinson College? They have a corner.
Well, that's Ethan Fitzgerald's teammate, Sonny Hill, who equally has been very, very good at that midfield, the two of them, and getting back to block so crucially. Fantastic defending. Swung in.
Fitzsimmons couldn't quite on the end of it. Farah Malkin couldn't either. But now we'll get the ball. Can he keep it alive? It's wonderful composure. Ollerlight. Kocho. That's a really important challenge from Oscar Murphy. We'll break 3 here. Ben Murphy with a sliding challenge stops him. We're dealing in seconds now.
both teams and a fabulous contest.
Kocho can't get away. Fitzgerald clears. Murphy returns.
He's probably trying to get out.
Fitzgerald can't quite find the pass. Moncrief is in there causing trouble. Might drop for Kocho. Gaunt took it off his toe. Be a Wright Robinson College throw.
He's been solid at the back today.
Not a lot of time remaining. 57 seconds and counting remaining of the allotted 3 minutes. Kocho edge of the box, takes a shot left-footed. It might break in there for Blair, and what a tackle that is by Huxtable. What a brilliant bit of defending.
Well, it's been their best spell by far, Wright Robinson, in this last dying seconds of the game. Is it all going to be too little too late? You fear so.
Kocho will break for him on the edge of the box. He hooks it back towards goal. McDowell is comfortable with that.
You think that's it. Fantastic defending from Huxtable. Before we saw Sonny Hill doing a great job defensively. It's been a really good performance, but it was just that coming out from half time.
It's going to break it for Whitgift. Can they finish with a flurry? It's another brilliant tackle by Shea Farrah-Hemalkin. Seconds remaining. How much is the referee going to allow in terms of leeway? Whitgift might have one final chance themselves. Ran towards the corner now, Baberstock. He has an option in the middle. Went to try and get it. Fitzgerald in with a tackle. Is there time for one last attack? No, there isn't. It is Whitgift who win the cup. The Under-12 Schools Cup for Boys B-Team final is won by Whitgift School. 1-0. That goal coming courtesy of Ben Smith's header. Minute into the second half. And a fine second half performance in particular from Whitgift is what was the difference in the end. A terrific performance from Wright Robinson College, but in terms of them going forward, it was a little bit too little too late, John.
Yeah, it was, you know, to leave it to, you know, sort of last 5 minutes of a match when you're 1-0 down to really give it a go, I think was stretching it a bit. Disappointed for them because there were some good individual performances. Collectively, I think they just didn't quite have the right structure and setup, but look, take nothing away from Whitgift. Excellent performance. They grew, I think, in stature in the game. Certainly that goal, just as they came out for the second half, gave them a huge amount of confidence. And Ben Smith getting on the end of that little flick back into the middle of the goal and dispatching it so neatly. Great moment for him, great moment for Whitgift. Fantastic celebrations down on the pitch for this group of players.
A very tight final, a very close final, but it is Whitgift's trophy. They win it by 1-0. And here is that goal which decided it. Small error from the keeper, kept alive really, really well.
Yeah, it's small margins, isn't it? Callum Light, you see him come to get the ball, gather it, doesn't quite catch it, bounces down. You think for a minute that he's going to see the danger away there.
But Adam Swan kept it alive.
Well, full credit, because he slipped, didn't he? He had to keep his composure. And then, there it is. Wheeling away in delight.
Wonderful moment for Ben Smith and for Whitgift, who will get their hands on the trophy very, very shortly.
Brilliant.
Once again, massive congratulations.
And Whitgift pressed on in the second half. Baberstock in particular down the right was a great outlet. That was nearly one of the goals of the tournament from young Adam Swan. Terrific bit of technique and a good save from Callum Light to deny him.
Yeah, Baberstock, you know, deserves a lot of credit down this right-hand side. Often drew out defenders on so many occasions. Lovely little drag back there. Took it through, and then you think, is he going to finish it off? Keeper comes out and smothers it well.
And then Wright Robinson created their best chance with seconds to go. And how about this for a bit of defending from Josh Huxtable?
Yep.
To deny Kai Blair, the Wright Robinson captain.
Yeah. Brilliant block. Look,
And those celebrations will be continuing very, very shortly as we hand you over to the presentations.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are first up. Please give a massive round of applause to both Wright College and Whitgift. Okay, so first of all, we announce today's man of the match. So, today's man of the match will walk away with a brand new PlayStation 4. And please, first of all, let me introduce Mike Spinks from ESFA, who will be giving the PlayStation to today's man of the match. So, from Whitgift School, please give a massive round of applause to today's man of the match. It is the number 5 man. It is Ethan Fitzgerald. Congratulations, everyone. All right, next up, please give a massive round of applause for our match official. Terrorising the defence on the right side is your number 8, Louis Bannister. Number 9 today was Adam Swan. Your number 10 was the mighty Oscar Murphy. Number 11 today was Jeff Benjamin. Number 12, Martin Van Dunselaar. 14 today was Max Iwosu. And last, won by absolutely no means least. Give it up for your man of the match today. Number 5, it is Ethan Fitzgerald.
Okay, so I'm joined pitch side by Alex Simonu, head coach of Wright Robinson. Alex, a hard defeat to take in the end, but a lot of positives from a very, very close game.
Yeah, I mean, I thought we defended really well the first half. I give credit to Whitgift because they played exceptionally well in the first half as well. It's quite cagey, I thought. And, you know, the second half they came out and scored at the worst possible time for us. But it was, you know, we've got a lot of positives to take from it. Defensively, we were strong. Kept our shape at the back as well. I thought we played really well. Some work to do still, I think, for next year, but you know, I'm sure we'll be back and stronger than this year.
Thanks for talking to us. Congratulations for a fantastic season, Alex Simonu and Wright Robinson College.
Next.
You pretty much said it all in one question. I didn't need to ask it all, did it? Now by head coach of Whitgift, Steve Kember. Steve, what a moment for you ending your season with the trophy. How does that feel?
Yeah, it's great for the boys, to be totally honest. They've worked really hard all year. They've improved as they've gone along, and yes, great for them anyway.
And a really tight game overall, very, very tight first half, but a much improved performance in the second. What did you say at half-time to inspire that reaction?
Well, we felt we hadn't played probably as well as what we can and I thought second half we played a lot better. Obviously got a great start scoring as early as we did, but fair play to Wright Robinson. They knuckled down and they put us under a lot of pressure in the last 3 or 4 minutes of the game. So yeah, we got a bit hair raising, but the boys hung on.
Congratulations once again, ladies and gentlemen, Whitgift.